Hey, today is a celebration. Uncle Biden decided to extend the COVID-19 emergency relief for student loans. Let's give a round of applause for Uncle Biden. Honestly, we're probably celebrating for two totally different reasons though. If you celebrating because you don't have to pay your student loans, for now, you have the wrong mindset. Right now is the perfect time to be attacking those loans for this one secret. The relief has a 0% interest rate. This means you can pay down your student loans without worrying about it compounding any more debt. So let's give one more round of applause for Uncle Biden. Now let's talk about it.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boy. It sound right, boy.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the richest Steve in Atlanta. Today, we're talking about student loans. I don't know about y'all, but I can't wait until the day that I can scream, "I'm debt free!" Until then, though, I'll be here documenting the journey. That way we can all come back and see it. The first thing I want to talk about, though, is how I've been able to pay off my student loans. Then y'all stay around to the end because I'll let y'all know how much I've actually paid off. All right, so I've been paying off my student loans using 3 steps. Step 1, get a budget. Step 2, get an emergency fund of $1,000. And step 3, Snowball or Avalanche. Step number 1, get a budget. I don't know how many times I have to say it on this channel, but I'm going to keep saying it until y'all understand it. If you don't know where your money's going, what are you doing? This is the only way you're going to be able to allocate any funds into paying off your student loans. And I ain't going to lie though, I've been slacking a little bit recently, but I've still been able to allocate my goal of $1,000 to paying off my student loans each month. Now, if you need a little bit more information on budgeting, I actually made a video on that, so go check that out. Step number 2, get an emergency fund of $1,000. Now, I got this from Dave Ramsey's Baby Steps to Paying Off Debt. This is important just in case you have any emergencies. An inconvenience comes up and you have money to pay for it. Now you don't have to stop paying off your debt, messing up everything that you got going. This done helped me plenty of times, and I swear, it's always your car. First, I'm driving down the highway, and one of my tires just feel like going flat. Then, my brakes said, let me start squeaking on them. And each time, I just reached into my emergency fund, paid it off. And yes, I was still able to stick to my goal and pay that $1,000 a month to my student loans. So get your emergency fund. Step 3, Snowball or Avalanche. Now these are the 2 methods to paying off your debt. Starting with the Snowball Method. First, you get all your debt and line it up from the smallest amount to the biggest amount. Then you pay the minimum on each of those debts. Now you can attack that first debt with all the extra money that you have, knocking it out. Then next month, you start by paying the minimum on all of those debts, and then all your extra you spend to knock out on the second debt, which it should be a little bit more because you now rolled over everything that you had from the first debt. Everything continues rolling over, knock out the second, the third, until you have this big snowball ready to attack your biggest debt. And that's the snowball method. Now, the avalanche method. Get all your debt and line them up from the highest interest rate to the lowest interest rate. Then, each month, pay your minimum amount for each debt. After that, you attack the highest interest rate until you knock it out. Then you continue on that with the second interest rate, the third, all the way till you hit your lowest interest rate. And that is the avalanche method. These two methods were made to help different people while they walk down their debt-free journey. The snowball method was created for people to get fairly easy wins in the beginning because you're focused on paying off your lowest amount of debts first. Then you have the avalanche method, which was created for people who want to get their debt knocked out the quickest. This is because they aren't allowing the higher interest rates to continue to compound while they're paying off their debt. Alright, so now is the time. How much debt do I have and how much did I pay off? Coming out of college, I had $30,000 in student loans. Thankfully, that's all the debt I have. So, over the 3 months of my debt-free journey, I've been able to pay off $4,000 in student loans. It's been a long 3 months of budgeting and saving, but it was possible. The method I decided to use is the avalanche method though. I understand that no matter what method you pick, this journey is a marathon. So I'd rather spend the least amount of money while I get to the finish line. If you made it this far, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Now I know being debt-free isn't for everybody. Some people just don't want to make that sacrifice. But if you are willing, go ahead, make that budget, get that emergency fund of $1,000, and start paying off your debt today. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace, love, and riches. I'm out.